hearing about Hurricane Ida, and it is an unqualified disaster in New Orleans and around, and the flooding. But if you look at the story that is unfolding right now and been unfolding for a few years out west, and it's really starting to hit its zenith now with Lake Mead down 100 plus feet, 150 feet. And you look here, and so here we have, there's a story about no drought, of course, flooding. But look at the drought monitor. This is the most recent drought monitor here. And it is severe. Water shortages everywhere, drought everywhere. So one of my viewers in Nebraska says we're going to get about half the crop than what we've done. Now, this is the drought monitor, and Dane Wigington at geoengineeringwatch.org is quick to say that's the map. That's their map, but it looks better than what it really is. And my next guest is working on, actually got a film coming out in September. And it is called Maga Drought, Vanishing Water. And it's not going to happen in some not so distant future or in the future or way out. It's happening now, and you're seeing the results of it actually happening right now. I'm talking about Steve Quayle. He is a renowned radio host. He is a published author of many cutting-edge books. He's predicted many things way back when that are happening today, transhumanism and many other things. And he's got this, we have this documentary, a mega drought, Vanishing Water. This has been called a 1,200-year mega drought. This is no small thing. This is big. Steve Quayle, thank you for joining us today on USAWatchdog.com.
Well, thank you, Greg. And the word mega drought and the word vanishing water go hand in hand. And I think it's really important that people understand, first and foremost, that weather modification, geoengineering, weather warfare has been in the plans and has been in play for pretty much 50 years minimum. And what we're watching right now in the Pacific Northwest into the desert Southwest is a 1,200-year low in the water table and water level. You can look at sedimentation. You can look at all different types of data until you're blue in the face. But what is important that people understand is that just as every narrative that's on the mainstream is controlled, I believe they're keeping the severity and the nature of this mega drought pretty much quieted down as much as possible because of the ramifications. The ramifications are, if you understand the area that's the darkest brown, by the way, I tell people, doesn't it look a little bit like dried blood? Well, the reason, in my opinion, that it looks like dried blood, the brownish color, is because, ladies and gentlemen, water equals growth, growth equals life, water equals food, and what's happening now, especially coming after solitary confinement and the destruction of the United States economy, and make no mistake about it, that was engineered, in my opinion, and we're now seeing the fruit of it in empty grocery shelves across the United States of America. And one of the things that the farmers and the agricultural people that have built their lives on farming, ranching, harvesting different animals and everything that's going on, they're noticing, Greg, that even though there is empty shelves, they're having to slaughter their herds. They can't afford to feed the herds and make a profit. And so this is what's critical. And I think, again, when people put the word mega drought and vanishing water, you can put it, first of all, in the agricultural or, the mindset. How do we feed our livestock? How do we water our crops? But then even more importantly, as you get population centers exploding, like in Nevada, Las Vegas, like in Scottsdale, like in Phoenix, like so many of the years of the explosive growth in the West Coast, from Los Angeles all the way up into Portland, into Seattle, and the technology center. But here's what we've got. We have got record lows that are being broken. We have absolute power issues coming up.
Wait, record lows in water levels, like at Lake Mead.
Yes, Lake Mead, Lake Powell, Lake Oroville, Lake Shasta.
Lake Mead feeds, I think, San Diego, Los Angeles, and more importantly, it feeds Las Vegas.
90% of Las Vegas, or actually pretty much Las Vegas, gets its water from Lake Mead. And what's problematic about Las Vegas specifically is that as more and more tourism, now obviously tourism was pretty much curtailed during the shutdown, but the water needs for the fountains and all the water recreational stuff that they use and pools and the lakes and everything, there's a limit to what you can use the available water for, and that's becoming problematic for Las Vegas. And one of the answers for Vegas and for the whole West Coast would have been desalinization about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But now it's too late. And I want to share something.
Well, hold on a minute. I want to stay on Vegas. So Lake Mead is. I've actually been on Lake Mead. It's 100+ miles long.
Yep.
It's at least, I don't know